Quick question for you. When do I know to replace my electrical panel?
There are a lot of different reasons that you might need to replace your electrical panel. It's not just because it's old or unsafe or anything like that. If it's overloaded and you plan on upgrading or adding anything, you might need to change it. Everything has a life expectancy. For electrical panels, that's about 20 to 50 years. 20 years ago was 2004. So if you have a home that was built pre-2004, it may be time to at least get your panel evaluated.
And another question is, do I really need smoke detectors?
Yes, every home in the world should have smoke detectors. There are a lot of different governing bodies that require smoke detectors in different places. So a good rule of thumb is every bedroom should have a smoke detector. Each common area should have a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. And in addition to that, all of those devices should be interconnected and hardwired. You don't want a dead battery to prevent you from waking up from a fire. The interconnected portion of it means that if one detector goes off, all of them go off. A lot of people think that sounds kind of silly. They'll be able to hear it if they go off, but can you imagine if there was a carbon monoxide situation down the basement where your furnace is and you were sleeping up on the 3rd floor and you had no idea? Well, that's a real scenario that can happen, and that's why everything needs to be interconnected to wake up the whole family in the event of an emergency.
Why are my LED lights flickering?
This is a question that plagues many homeowners, myself included at my house. There are a lot of different reasons that your LED lights will flicker. The main culprits are incompatible dimmers. Not all LEDs are dimmable and not all dimmers are LED rated. So you need to make sure that your dimmer is compatible with the light bulbs that you're using. In addition to that, LEDs are really sensitive to interference. So in some cases, it could be a garage door opener. It could be another radio frequency device that's actually causing your LED lights to flicker. We've also seen loose connections in the electrical panel, issues with the main service, or loose connections in the switches themselves that can cause your lights to flicker. The only way to really determine why they're flickering and to get them to stop is to call an electrician to come out and check it out.
Hey Eric, I have a question. Are fluorescent bulbs going to be obsolete?
Yes and no. Fluorescent light bulbs, for the most part, are being phased out on a national level. A lot of states have already implemented rules and regulations to prevent the production of more fluorescent bulbs. You can still find inventory from stores and warehouses being sold, but there will be a time in the near future where you cannot find fluorescent bulbs. So if you have old fixtures in your house that can only take fluorescence, it's time to think about getting those upgraded to LED.
Is it difficult to add lights to a room that doesn't already have lights?
It can definitely be a challenge to add lights when there's no lights already or no power source in the ceiling. There's a lot of different techniques that we have to make it easier. If there is attic access or at least fishing access, we can usually do it. Other times we have to use more advanced fishing techniques to make it happen. It's definitely challenging, but it's not impossible.
Hey, I have a question. Can I add a generator if I already have solar power?
Yes, you absolutely can. There's a lot of different types of solar installations, and some of them require different types of generator installations. But for the most part, yes, you can absolutely have a generator, even an automatic or a portable, if you have a solar system on your house.
Hey Eric, so what size generator do I actually need?
Generator sizing is another question we get all the time. There's a lot of different variables that come into play, especially when it comes into automatic generators. So for more information on that, you might want to check out our video on automatic generators that we have on our YouTube channel. As far as portables go, we also have a video that covers that, but the short answer is nothing really larger than 8,500 watts for a portable. Anything over that is overkill because of the type of inlet system that we put in. Anything over that you won't really be utilizing.